Welcome to the Geeks Attic. This is a book review of Star Wars: The Clone Wars Wild Space. Star Wars: The Clone Wars Wild Space was written by Karen Miller. This novel is part of the expanded universe, sometimes referred to as the Legends canon. Now, this tale takes place during the rise of the Empire era, during the Clone Wars. It takes place 22 years before the Battle of Yavin. Let's get into a brief summary. Gaining control of the hyperspace lanes has become essential at the beginning of this galactic conflict. The Separatist movement has picked up its pace in acquiring as many hyperspace lanes as possible to disrupt the Republic's supply lines, specifically for Tiabani gas and Kessel Spice. Now, General Grievous of the Separatist army has become a thorn in the Jedi's side, keeping the Jedi Order on edge at all times. The Separatists are using brutal tactics to force planetary governments into withdrawing from the Republic. Now, Republic intelligence has revealed that General Grievous has set his sights on his next target, Bothawi, which is the homeworld of the Bothans. Now, after Kenobi is injured during a terrorist attack on Coruscant, the Jedi Council appoints the newly raised Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker to lead a battle group to fight against the assault on Bothawi. Once Kenobi is healed, he and Senator Bail Organa team up to meet with one of Bail's informants that has coordinates to a mysterious planet called Zagula, out there in wild space beyond the Outer Rim. Secrets of the Sith and a plan to overthrow the Jedi may be found on the planet Zagula. So, Kenobi, Organa, they go off on this great adventure on Zagula to be met with the dark side. Now let's get into my overall thoughts. The first few chapters of this book are extremely good. We get some important information that I'd always assumed was just overlooked and we'd never touch on it again, but there is such great detail given about the horrible tragedy that befalls the Jedi on Geonosis. I had always been curious about what happened immediately after that battle, and Karen Miller does a wonderful job laying it all out. The Jedi's concern, the dread, the sorrow, all expressed perfectly in the opening chapters. Miller does such a wonderful job filling in the blanks between Attack of the Clones and the Clone Wars. I was pleased with seeing a different side of Yoda in this story. He was very grim and direct. It had been a long time since he'd had to use his lightsaber in battle, so in him seeing the Republic go through this struggle was very, very heavy on his spirit. So seeing him a little bit authoritative was a nice mix-up. Miller managed to put this little thing in the book that I thought was pure brilliance on the author's part. Palpatine had pushed the media to highlight Jedi that played a prominent role in the battles. Brilliant because Palpatine can use this later on in his Imperial propaganda pieces, showing those faces of the Jedi so that people can point them out. The Jedi did not like being on the forefront on the HoloNet. Made them very uncomfortable. I found this book to be pretty entertaining, though there were some weird parts in it. Some things were a little bit too silly. Kenobi was kind of belittled a little bit, in my opinion. I think the book title probably should have been The Kenobi Crisis. There's a lot of weird things in here. So do I recommend that you pick up and read Star Wars: The Clone Wars Wild Space? Yes, I do. For the rating, I will give this book a 3 out of 5 stars, or a C+. And that'll do it for this Star Wars Expanded Universe book review. Check me out across all social media at The Geeks Attic and thegeeksattic.com. Have a good one.